What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Today I'm going to be evolving all of my starters. So that's going to be Bulbasaur, and Pikachu, and Squirtle, and Charmander. I'm going to evolve all of the starters. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I have a ton of candies for all the starters from the event. So what I've got to do is do a couple of appraisals from some that I'm still sitting on because I caught them very recently. I just want to make sure that I don't have any perfect Pokemon, just in case I do have perfect Pokemon. I've been watching this whole event trying to get a couple of perfect starters, but they're really hard to find. Most of the starters that were spawning during this event have been really poor IVs, but I was lucky that I hatched some during this event, so I was able to hatch some that have battle with the best of them appraisals, battle with the best of them attack best I've ever seen, so that's a perfect attack score on that one. And then this one has got battles with the best of them defense best I've ever seen, so a perfect defense score on that one. Plus, I've got this Ivysaur right here, which is also battles with the best of them. Best quality is his HP, defense, really strong. So, I'm sorry my face cam's in the way, but if you're on Team Yellow, you already know what all those look like. If you're on the other teams, sorry, because I don't know what the appraisals are for those other teams. So let's go ahead and move on to Charmander. I have a lot more Charmander candies. Let's go ahead and appraise. This guy's really strong. Best I've ever seen. So that's a good score there. And he's also powered up, which is nice. It's nice to have him already powered up. This one's only really strong, but he's got a perfect attack score. And he's already powered up, 4,500. That's pretty high. I caught him that way, which is good. This one is room for improvement, so he's gonna go. Let's see here. I've got a couple more Charmanders. I caught probably more Charmanders than anything else during this event. I thought it was going to be more of the Bulbasaurs, just because grass Pokemon, you'd think they'd be more common. But fire Pokemon are pretty common in Sacramento, and maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not sure. Maybe people in water areas got, maybe they got more Blastoise, you know, because I did end up catching 3, I think I even caught 4 Charizards during the event, which is pretty amazing. Was it 3 or was it 4? I don't recall now. Let's go look. I've got them right here. 1, 2, and 3. I caught 3 Charizards during the event. This 2118 amazing big boy is the one that I caught first. Absolutely unbelievable. He got pretty decent on his appraisal, and he's got Dragon Claw for his attack. Pretty impressive. And then I've also got some of these guys. I think I hatched this one, so he's going to be battles with the best of them. And then these guys were catches that had pretty good appraisals as well. Perfect attack score, so that's pretty good. And then I've got some Charmeleons as well that are ready to be evolved. This one's pretty decent with a perfect HP score. I'm not sure exactly why I evolved him, but he does have a pretty high CP. And this one's battle with the best of them. Attack, defense, best I've ever seen. So that one's definitely going to get evolved today. So there goes all of my Charmanders. So we're almost done with appraisals here. Room for improvement on this Squirtle. And that means that I won't have to keep him. And then I've got one right here, 4,500 Stardust to power him up. Battles with the best of them with a perfect HP score. This was such a good catch. Such a good catch. And the Blastoise that I already have also appraises really well. Battles with the best of them. HP, attack, really strong. I caught him wild. I've almost max powered him up, but not quite. This is another really good appraisal. Unfortunately, he's got very low CP. I caught him wild with a good appraisal, so that's pretty rare. And then this Wartortle, I also, he has room for improvement as far as battling goes. And I caught him wild, basically. I caught him wild, very high powered up, but very low CP. So I have more Squirtle candies than I know what to do with, basically. I don't think I want to evolve this guy just because he doesn't have a good appraisal. These two I can evolve, and that's going to take me 250 candies, and I'll have 50 leftover candies to possibly power up this guy. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. He got Bite and Ice Beam. I would love to see different attack than Bite, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, you guys, I think I am ready to start evolutions here. Oh, let's go check out Pikachu. I forgot I have Pikachu to look at. So I want to do appraisals first, and then we'll do evolutions. Some of these guys I got recently. Really strong defense, really strong, and he's at 5,000. I caught a really strong one. That's pretty good. Let's see here. Some of these I have not starred. He's got pretty decent, and then he's max powered up. He's at 5,000, which is a great catch. Pretty decent on the appraisal. I'm like, it's not the worst appraisal. I think what I'll probably do is just evolve all my top Pikachus just because they have the best CP, and I do have a lot of candies, so I can do 5 Pikachu evolutions. So that's probably how I'll divvy those up. So let's go ahead and start the evolutions. It's going to be a little bit of a long video, but it's all pretty exciting stuff after this point because they are all evolutions. I just have to do my math. So let's see, 250 candies. That means I can evolve 2 of these Bulbasaurs all the way up, or I could take one of these guys up and save myself 25 candies and then have some room for power-ups. So this is battles with the best of them, HP defense, really strong. And then let's check the appraisals again. Battles with the best of them, defense, best I've ever seen. And I remember this one was attack, best I've ever seen. So battles with the best of them, battles with the best of them with perfect scores, and then this one does not have perfect scores, any perfect scores, it just has generally high scores. So I'm wondering, I don't know, it's hard to tell. I think what I'm going to do is just evolve the Bulbasaurs all the way up. Just seems like the logical move. So let's take these guys all the way up, and then I'll only need 100 candies for that other one if I ever decide to do it. So let's see what we get here. I know I'm going to get Ivysaur. I want to see what attacks I get and then move on from there to the next evolution. 862. Wow! Razor Leaf and Solar Beam. Look at this guy. Now I have done evolutions where I had perfect attacks and I evolved and the attacks stayed the same. That has happened to me before. So that's pretty interesting. Let's take this guy straight on up and let's hope that I can keep those attacks. Probably not, but it is possible. It's not impossible. If you have Solar Beam on an Ivysaur, you could keep Solar Beam on the Venusaur. It's happened to me before. So let's see. Yeah, big boy. Love it. Oh man, he's so big. Love it. 1436. Oh, Vine Whip and Sludge Bomb. This is my new move. Yeah, so that one hurt. I didn't like that. That wasn't good. Okay, they're just gonna move on from that. How do you go from Razor Leaf and Solar Beam to Vine Whip and Sludge Bomb? How does that happen? RIP, that was the worst. I'll probably trade that to somebody. I'll probably give it away, actually. I won't even trade it. Oh my goodness. That was so bad, please. Oh my goodness. 855 on this guy. Again! With the Solar Beam on the Ivysaur. I'm like, I may as well just leave it as an Ivysaur. Oh my goodness. Just let me keep the Solar Beam. Don't make me have to do my move again. Oh, please, let me keep the Solar Beam. This is like, it's like heart-wrenching. I don't know what's gonna happen. A little bit of soda for you guys who are curious. Yes! Yeah, I told you can keep the Solar Beam. Yeah! Razor Leaf and Solar Beam, perfect attacks. I think that's better than the one I already had. 2236, oh no, he's Razor Leaf and Solar Beam. Maxed out, Razor Leaf and Solar Beam. This guy's almost maxed out. He's basically almost maxed out. I'll probably power him up to max, there we go. Alright, so let's see here. Vine Whip Petal Blizzard, that's one of my old ones. Vine Whip Sludge Bomb, that's the one I just evolved, or a second ago. And then Razor Leaf Solar Beam, I'm going to have to, well that guy's starred, this guy's getting unstarred. And you're staying starred. Razor Leaf Solar Beam, I would do power-ups, but I have no more candies. So we're done with that one. This is the one that I caught wild last night. Very lucky catch. A lot of you guys watched that video too, so thanks for watching, everybody. And this one will eventually get powered up because he's pretty strong. So let's move on now. I have a ton of Charmander candies, so we're going to do some Charmander evolutions here. So I got to do my math real quick. Let's see. I've got 3 Charmanders that I could potentially take up. That's 75 candies. And then I've got another 300 candies on top of that, and I'll have 25 left over because of my 400. So I can do 3 complete Charmander evolution chains right now, which is exactly what I'm gonna do. So let's go ahead and get those started. Here we go, Charmander. Let's see how this guy evolves. Now this is the most fun thing about the event, you guys. Absolutely a blast catching starters, especially because starters have been so rare and it's been very difficult to find them. So pretty awesome that the starters are spawning en masse, and I've been able to get a ton of candies. So I knew that I was going to be doing a mass evolution, and now I'm finally going to have some really powerful starters to fight with. So that's pretty cool too. And plus, it's going to give me enough of the max leveled up or the max evolved starters, Charizard, Venusaur, Blastoise, to be able to pick the one with the best attacks so I can power that one up. So that's pretty cool too. So we got Ember Dragon Claw. I was hoping to get fire attacks for my Charizard. Just naturally, I would like to get fire attacks. So that's pretty cool. But that is my my strongest Charizard. I've just evolved a stronger Charizard than the one that I caught wild. I caught it wild at 5,000 Stardust to power up. This one's also 5,000 Stardust to power up, and he went higher than the other one. So that's pretty interesting to note. Let's go ahead and evolve this guy. Also interesting to note, when I evolved that last Charmander, it went up to like 1100 or 1200 or something like that. And my other Charmanders that I evolved, my other Charmeleons that I already have right now. Alright. Okay, like messaging me over and over again. Let's just wait and see if this person is done messaging me. Kind of annoying, people who like to send like 3 text messages in a row. Alright, are we done? Okay, let me continue my evolution spree. Jeez. Charizard! It's like, why would you tell me that you caught something all the way in Elk Grove? Like, I'm obviously not gonna drive over there, so it's not like it's time sensitive that you need to text me about it. Alright, 1990 with Wing Attack and Flamethrower. I'm really hoping to get Fire and Fire. I'd like to get Ember, Flamethrower, something like that. So, not too bad though. 1990. He wasn't as strong as the other ones. So now I've got this one, which was an Egg Hatch. And the other 2 are all, well, one of them's an Egg Hatch, and I think I caught the other one. Really strong, impressive. This one is pretty decent, but he's got a perfect HP score, which is pretty handy. And then this one is Battles with the Best of Them, Attack, Defense, Best I've Ever Seen. That's actually the one I'm going to evolve, because that one has got way better appraisal. So let's go ahead and evolve this guy. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, let's see what he turns out with for the attacks here. Come on, fire attacks. Yeah, there we go. Alright, finally. Alright, so I did end up getting Ember Flamethrower on this 1521 Charizard. I kind of want to power him up, so let's just go ahead and do it. I always say I'm going to save my Stardust, and then I'm like, no, I just want to spend it. So sometimes I just end up spending a lot of it. But look how much he's going up for every power up. I mean, fantastic amount. That's 38 each one. That means every 3 power-ups he's going up 100. And he's got, as you can see, a ton of power-ups to go. What I'll probably end up doing is saving my Stardust for later and powering him up when I have a whole bunch, because I'm not even sure if I'm going to fight with him. So now I have got a ton of Charizards. Let's go ahead and move over to Squirtle. Squirtle was the starter that I chose as my starter in the very beginning of the game, and I was very happy with that choice for about a day, and then I realized very quickly that I was not going to find any Squirtles whatsoever in Sacramento. So I live in Sacramento, California. I don't know why. We have rivers here. We have all kinds of water here. There's no Squirtles. So it's been very difficult to find Squirtle. It's been quite a challenge. And yeah, you got Bite and Ice Beam on this on this Wartortle. Not bad at all. That's the same moveset that I have on my Blastoise right now. I like Ice Beam because Ice is strong against dragons, so I actually prefer to get the Ice attacks on my Blastoise. I don't care as much for the Water Gun and Hydro Pump combination that everybody seems to be looking out for. I prefer Ice Beam, so I'm happy. Yes, not Bite. I wanted Water Gun, Ice Beam. That's actually what I really wanted, so I'm really happy about that. Very nice. He's 1790. I would love to power this guy up, but I'm going to have to wait until a later date. Let's go ahead. Man, he's only 291, but he has such a good appraisal. Battles with the best of them, perfect HP. I'm going to go ahead and evolve him anyway, just because it is my evolution video after all. And if he gets good attacks, I can always power him up. So that'll be a good one that I can hold on to. It's nice to have those little miniature Blastoise, miniature, I caught a Charizard that was pretty low. I've got a miniature Charizard now too. I don't think that I'll ever do anything with the Charizard. This guy, if he gets good attacks, I'll actually use him. So let's see here. I've got a Wartortle now, and then I've got another Wartortle. I've got that Wartortle that was 942. I'm only going to have enough to evolve one of them, and this one doesn't have a good appraisal, but he's at 4,500 already, so let's go ahead and do it. I caught this guy wild. I told myself I would probably eventually evolve him, and given that I've only got the 100 candies, I don't want to evolve that miniature and then have to wait forever to actually be able to use him. I might be able to use this guy since he's at 4,500 power-ups already. So let's see him. Flash Cannon and Water Gun, not bad. Flash Cannon is an interesting one. It's a steel attack, and yet he's a Blastoise. I kind of get it because he has cannons on his back, but I'm also kind of like, really, Flash Cannon? But yeah, they gave him Flash Cannon. So that's definitely not a moveset that I want to power up. And I've got this Wartortle right here that I only need another 31 candies to be able to evolve, and then I'd have to power him up as well. So there's always that too. But he does have a decent appraisal, so not bad. Now let's go ahead and move on to my final evolutions. That's going to be Pidgey. Pidgey down here. Or Pidgey, I don't know why I said Pidgey. Pikachu, my homie, Pikachu. Alright, I'm just going to evolve all my top Pikachus. They all have decent appraisals because I've been hanging on to the decent ones. I already cleared out some of the bad ones. So yeah, Pikachu with the hat. I was looking for a perfect Pikachu with the hat. I have a hard enough time finding a perfect Pikachu in general, so I knew that it was going to be kind of a struggle to find a perfect one with the hat. I actually do know people who got perfect Pikachu with the hat, so shout out to them, but I was not able to find it. Alright, so 1642 on the Raichu. Perfect attacks, Thunder Shock and Thunder. I love it. But, man, he's just so weak. Why's he got to be so weak, you know? I actually like Raichu a lot. Great Pokemon. Just totally unplayable in this version of the game. So, I don't know. It makes me want to play a trading card game, which I think I actually might play some trading card game tonight. I might even do a live stream of some trading card game. Why? Because it's raining outside and I'm mega bored. I've been stuck inside like all day long. I barely did anything. Oh, with that brick break. Ugh. Get away with that brick break. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to my next Pikachu. I didn't star this one. He only got pretty decent. I'm like, let's evolve him, you know. At a certain point, I also just don't care about my Pikachu candies because the Raichus are so weak that it doesn't matter, and also because I catch Pikachu often enough that it's not really hard to come by the candies for the 50 candies for the evolution. So I don't really like hoard my Pikachu candies. I'm willing to, you know, use them up, and especially on a video, it's certainly fine to use them up for a video. So another one, perfect attacks here, Thunder Shock, Thunder. Some people might want the little bit stronger than Thunder. Or rather Thunder Shock. I think there's a stronger one, Discharge or something like that. I forget what it is, but I think it does go up to 10 for the base attack. I don't remember though. Again, I don't pay attention to Raichu's attacks and Pikachu's attacks because it's just a Pokemon that does not matter. I don't understand why they made the game to have Pokemon that just totally don't matter, but Raichu totally doesn't matter, completely worthless Pokemon. It's like there's so many Pokemon in the game that are like, don't care. I could totally like not even have this Pokemon in the game and I wouldn't care. Aside from, I do like having the extra evolutions for experience grinding, and I like catching the diversity of Pokemon just because it's more interesting, but at the end of the day, they're completely useless. I'm just catching them for the Stardust and for the evolution experience. It's pretty much all it is. Alright, so we got Brick Break again. I'm not going to keep these guys who have Brick Break. They're like completely useless. But I think I'm out of candies here. So let's go ahead and see what I did. I got a couple of Raichus. I probably have a lot more Raichus than I actually need. I'll have to give these guys away at a certain point. I don't want to transfer them because, you know, it took me a long time to get them. But it's also like, I don't really want to keep these guys that are just completely useless. So, I don't know. Sometimes I want to appraise him too. Really strong. It's like I could let that go. He's got the Brick Break. I get so sick of that Brick Break. Alright, let's go see. The real interesting story is how many Blastoise did I get? How many Venusaurs did I get? I think I got 3 Venusaurs. I got 2 at least. Yeah, I picked up 2 today. And then I also got like 3 Charizards, which was pretty awesome. And I picked up another 2 Blastoise. So not bad at all. That's my full event haul. Basically all of the Pokemon that I was able to capture and evolve during the event. The event's not quite over. It's over tomorrow, but it's raining so bad here, I'm not sure if I'm going to get out during the rest of the event. I really want to get out in the car and just park somewhere and fire up some lures and sit in the car, but it's just like, what terrible gameplay. I'm used to getting out, walking, having a good time, possibly even meeting some people, and going and sitting in my car just sounds incredibly boring. I'd rather sit here and play some TGC on my tablet and do a live stream or something like that. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with my night. I'll probably be gaming in some form, but we'll see what happens. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to my awesome subscribers. I hope that you guys had a really fun time during the event as well, and possibly even got 1 or 2 of the starter evolutions all the way to max. And I hope that you guys got all those things cleared off of your Pokedex too. It takes a while to get those starters on your Pokedex sometimes, so this was a great event to get those in your Pokedex. Thanks again everybody for watching. Thanks to all my awesome subscribers, and peace.